Hello and welcome. If you are a man over 50, or perhaps 60 and beyond, and you've found yourself thinking about a topic that is personal, intimate, a topic we are often taught not to discuss openly, then this conversation is for you. You know the question that can surface in a quiet moment: is this practice, is masturbation, still healthy for me at this age? Am I, perhaps, doing some kind of harm to my body without even knowing it? If that thought has ever crossed your mind, I want you to know one thing right now: you are not alone. This is, in fact, one of the most common and private concerns among men your age. Yet it is one that very few feel comfortable talking about aloud. I understand why. This entire subject has always been surrounded by taboos, by misinformation, by those old, outdated beliefs that were passed down without question. And most of all, it has been surrounded by a profound lack of clear, direct, and science-based information. That is why we are having this conversation today. My role here is to be your wellness guide, and that means we are going to have an honest, direct talk based on what the science actually proves. We're going to explore what the data says. And I'm not just going to tell you the good news. I will show you what the real, serious research is telling us, because partial information doesn't help anyone. First, we will explore the surprising and proven benefits of this practice as we age. Then, because a truly healthy habit is an informed habit, we will discuss the essential cautions and important considerations you must keep in mind. So, let's begin. And let's start with the topic that is, for many men, the number one health concern: the prostate. There's a fear that this practice could somehow harm the prostate. But what if I told you the science points in the exact opposite direction? There is a famous, serious, and very large-scale study conducted by researchers at Harvard University that completely changed our understanding of this. They followed thousands of men for many years, and what they discovered was shocking to many. They found that men who ejaculated more frequently, specifically 21 times or more per month, had a significantly lower risk of developing prostate cancer. How much lower? The data showed a reduction of around 33% compared to men who ejaculated only 4 to 7 times per month. Think about that, a 33% risk reduction. The theory behind this is surprisingly simple and logical. They call it the flushing hypothesis. The idea is that regular ejaculation helps to clear out, or flush, substances and fluids that can build up in the prostate gland over time. It's like cleaning the plumbing, preventing potentially harmful materials from sitting and causing trouble. This is a simple, natural, and powerful way to contribute to your own health. But the benefits do not stop at the prostate. Let's talk about physical maintenance. Think of an erection as a form of natural exercise for your most sensitive tissues. When you have an erection, you are causing an intense flow of oxygen-rich blood into the soft tissues. This regular workout is essential. It helps keep that tissue flexible, elastic, and healthy. This, as you can imagine, is fundamental to your ability to achieve and maintain firm erections as you get older. It is a clear case of use it or lose it. And there's another muscle group you're exercising without even realizing it: your pelvic floor. You may have never thought about it, but the rhythmic contractions that occur during an orgasm are a powerful workout for those deep, internal pelvic floor muscles. Why does this matter? Because having strong pelvic floor muscles is essential for several key functions. It's crucial for achieving quality erections, for helping to control ejaculation, and perhaps most importantly, for many men it is essential for preventing those embarrassing drips or leaks of urine after you think you are finished. This is an incredibly common issue for older men, and this natural practice is a way to keep that internal support system strong and reliable. Now, let's move away from the purely physical and talk about your mind and your chemical well-being. In our modern world, even in retirement, we carry stress. We carry worry. And here, we find another fantastic benefit. Studies show, clearly, that this practice significantly lowers the levels of cortisol in your body. Cortisol, as you may know, is your primary stress hormone. It's your body's alarm system. When that alarm is ringing all the time, it leads to high blood pressure, anxiety, and a poor mood. The pleasure of a personal, private release acts as a natural calming agent. It tells your body's alarm system to stand down. This reduction in stress helps your heart, it helps your blood pressure, and it helps your mind. And at the same time, it's lowering the bad chemicals. It's releasing a cocktail of good ones. That profound sense of calm, peace, and well-being you feel after an orgasm, that is not just in your head. It is pure chemistry happening in your brain. You are releasing dopamine, which improves motivation and pleasure. You are releasing oxytocin, often called the cuddle hormone for its role in connection. And you are releasing endorphins, your body's own natural painkillers. This natural boost provides a powerful sense of relaxation and emotional well-being, which is invaluable for your mental health as you navigate the different phases of life. This brings us to another benefit many men struggle with: sleep. If you found that getting a truly restful night's sleep has become more difficult with age, you'll want to pay close attention. After an orgasm, your body is flooded with that oxytocin we mentioned, as well as a hormone called prolactin. This combination, along with the fact that your stress hormone cortisol is now much lower, creates a powerful, natural, and deeply relaxing sense of drowsiness. This allows your body to truly relax, making it much easier to fall into that deep, restorative, reparative sleep. The kind of sleep that truly recharges your batteries, and which sadly becomes much rarer as the years go on. It is your own body, helping you rest naturally, without the need for a pill. And finally, let's talk about desire itself. Your brain is your largest and most important sexual organ. By frequently using sexual fantasy and physical touch, you are keeping the neural circuits in your brain, the pathways related to desire and arousal, active and online. This regular practice helps keep your libido, your desire, alive and responsive, even if you don't currently have a regular partner. Think of it as training the desire muscles in your mind, keeping them alert and prepared. Because desire is not just for the young, it is a part of health and vitality at every age. Now, we have covered a lot of good news. But as your wellness guide, I would be failing you if I only told you one side of the story. This is not a magic cure. It is not a miracle pill. A truly healthy practice is always an informed practice. So let's talk honestly about the cautions and important considerations. First is the issue of compulsion. If you find that you are masturbating compulsively several times a day, every day, to the point where it interferes with your daily activities, your work, or your relationships, that can be a warning sign. In this case, the act itself isn't the problem, but the compulsive behavior might be signaling an underlying emotional or psychological issue that is worth discussing with a therapist. Second is the excessive use of pornography. Many men ask about this. Watching it occasionally is not the issue, but excessive and frequent use can begin to desensitize your brain. It can create a need for more and more intense stimuli to achieve arousal. This can, over time, make it more difficult to become aroused in real-life situations with a real partner. Like all things, moderation is the key. Third is a practical matter of technique. Over the years, some men develop a very specific, often high-pressure, technica death grip, as it's sometimes called. If this technique cannot be replicated during sex with a partner, it can lead to difficulty or delay in reaching orgasm during a real encounter. If you notice this, try to vary your technique, use less force, and simulate what a real-life encounter feels like. Fourth is basic skincare. As we age, our skin becomes thinner, more sensitive, and less elastic. Using a good, water-based lubricant is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of intelligence. It prevents irritation, chafing, and micro tears in the skin of the penis. And the fifth, and most important caution of all, is this: nothing, absolutely nothing we have discussed replaces the need for regular medical checkups. This practice is an ally to your health, not a substitute for your doctor. If you are a man over 50, you still need to see your urologist. You still need to have honest conversations about your health. You still need to get your PSA levels checked and have those regular exams. Those checkups can save your life by detecting any problems at their earliest, most treatable stage. Do not skip them. So, let's return to that first question. The one that perhaps brought you here. What is the real effect of this practice on your health, especially your prostate? The incredible truth, backed by first-class scientific institutions like Harvard, is that far from being the harmful act that myths and fears have painted for decades, masturbation, when practiced in a balanced, informed, and healthy way, can be one of the most simple and natural allies you have for a healthier prostate and a healthier life. It is not a magic cure. It does not replace a healthy diet. It does not replace exercise, and it absolutely does not replace your doctor. But the scientific evidence is clear. A healthy sexual life, which includes this private practice, is a partner to your health, not an enemy. And now that you have the complete picture, the powerful benefits, and the essential cautions, you have the knowledge to make informed, healthy, and confident decisions about your own wellness.